Time's now 7:08. Let's get back over to Peyton.
Today is a big day for prep, Leslie, and I hope people are preparing for this. They'll have today to do it and tomorrow, but unfortunately the weather's not going to be great at all. I know a lot of people got to do things outside. Be very careful. There's going to be some lightning around. We do have a pretty good chance of seeing widespread showers and thunderstorms. Look at all the rain off the coast. That's not associated with Ida. Nothing to do with it. There's an upper level low in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's what's producing that rain right there. And so you've got today and tomorrow, but the weather's not going to be great. Let's break down on when the conditions are going to start to go downhill with our hurricane in the Gulf. There it is, Sunday morning, 2-3 a.m. We're talking early Sunday morning. Conditions will start to go downhill down here for lower coastal areas and down into the mouth of the river. Now, as we go into Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, that's when everyone else will start to experience the worst. And then the worst of it will likely be later on Sunday as it makes landfall. Here's the current forecast track and what I think the winds are going to be doing. These are the peak maximum winds. This does not mean it's going to be this windy the entire time, but you could see a wind gust to this, and this just gives you an idea of worst case scenario that you have to plan for. This would likely be late on Sunday into early morning hours on Monday. 80 to 90 mile an hour winds seem possible in the New Orleans metro with the current forecast. 65 to 70 for the North Shore, 50 to 60 over in Mississippi. And the worst part's going to be right there near the center where that eye wall moves on shore. We could be looking at anywhere from Terrebonne to Lafourche to Lower Jefferson. You could see 120 plus mile per hour winds near the coast. That's because this could be a Cat 3 or perhaps a Cat 4. That's not out of the question. And then moving up through Thibodeau, Houma, you could see wind gust over 100 to 110, and that could extend all the way up to nearly Baton Rouge with those wind impacts. Storm surge impacts, 7 to 11 feet is what we're currently forecasting. These could go up if the storm ends up being a bit stronger, so that includes Mississippi, that includes eastern St. Bernard, outside the levees. Inside the levees will be fine from 7 to 11. Plaquemines Parish, Lower Jefferson 7 to 11, 7 to 11 for Lower Terrebonne and Lower Lafourche, and then 4 to 7 once you get towards Vermilion Bay, kind of south of New Iberia and over towards Morgan City. Rainfall totals, we'll say on average 6 to 10 inches. It's going to be moving, but it's going to slow down a little bit as it makes its turn over us. And then tropical system, someone's going to get a lot of rain. A few areas could get over 15 inches, but I think that'll be fairly isolated in nature. As I mentioned off the top of the show, this thing is already strengthening very quickly, rapidly intensifying. We had it at 40 mile per hour last night. It's at 60 this morning. That's a 20 mile per hour increase in less than 24 hours. That is significant. Northwest movement at 15 miles per hour, and this just shows you it's got that look. Sometimes they just have that look like they're going to do something, and this one certainly does. So here's the track moving over Cuba later on tonight into the Gulf. It could be a hurricane before what they're indicating here. With it already being a 60 mile per hour tropical storm, it could very well be near a hurricane as it approaches Cuba. We'll wait and see. But into the Gulf, the center of the Gulf by Saturday afternoon, continuing to rapidly intensify, making landfall somewhere across the south central and southeastern Louisiana coast Sunday evening as a major hurricane. We could be looking at a Cat 4. It doesn't say that there, but there are a lot of reliable models that do show it stronger than what we currently have here in the forecast, and then making its way with that slower turn and then up to the north. So this puts all of our area, even over towards Mississippi, on the dirty side of the storm. We're talking about this rapid intensification. It is in very, very warm waters. There's still some wind shear, but that wind shear is going to be lightening up over the next day. And with it moving over that loop current, which is deep, warm water in the Gulf, it's going to have a lot of resources to just really intensify. There's that upper level low I was talking about. Notice all the showers and storms up here north of it. That's what we're going to get today. And that low is drifting to the west. The low is going to weaken. This is an upper level low. Ida is a low level low. And Ida's right there. So as this moves away, the wind shear is going to start to decrease, and that's why we really think it's going to intensify very quickly as we go into your Saturday. So tomorrow is a key day for what this thing is going to look like by the time it gets to Louisiana. You got to be checking the forecast tomorrow. Of course, we're going to be doing so many updates on this thing. You're never going to want for information on this, but just make sure you're checking in. Unfortunately, not great weather today for preps. Tomorrow will be hit or miss with the storms. Saturday night, conditions go downhill on the coast, and then Sunday will be the big day for our impacts from Ida, and that could continue into early parts of Monday. April.